Aye, Rebecca. I am Captain Crate, the head of a growing art supplies pirates community. My crew and I enjoy watching your YouTube videos when we are sailing on the sea to find beautiful art suppliers for our next mystery art crate. It's a bundle of unique and colorful art supplies delivered in a monthly subscription box. This month we have looted one of the greatest art suppliers for our mystery crate, and we want to share it with you. Best regards, Captain Crate. So Captain Crate sent me art supplies in the form of a art subscription box. So if you can't already tell, the theme around Upcrate subscription boxes is pirates. Also, you may have noticed that my voice sounds kinda off. I have been sick, and so yeah, my voice still sounds very sick. Anyways, about the box, as you saw, I got this introductory card, and I also get this paper. It tells me what supplies are inside the box, so we're not going to look at that. We also get this cute postcard. This was December's box, so that's why there are Christmas-related things. Next is this card that tells us the battle topic. The battle topic is Wonderland, so we're going to be trying to make some art based around the theme Wonderland. We also get these really fun stickers. Also, because this was December's box, we get a bonus pen with a little figure on it. It's a surprise as to what figure it will be. There's also this blank card, so we can make our own greeting cards. That's really fun. Wow, there are a lot of things in this box. Now let's finally take a look at the art supplies. And here is our bonus Christmas pen. I got this little snow reindeer. It's so cute. Here we have the Art Line Sticks brush marker. These are water-based. I got the colors red, blue, and pink. They kind of look like Legos. You can even snap them together like Legos. Next up, we have the Art Line Decorite markers. Their high-density ink shows vividly on dark-colored paper, which makes them the perfect tool for decorating paper, glass, porcelain, metal, and plastic. I got the colors black, brown, metallic red, white, metallic green, bronze, and yellow green. I did also receive a yellow, but sadly its cap fell off during transit, so the marker is now dry and doesn't work. I contacted Upcrate about this. If something like this happens to you, you can contact Upcrate and they will send you a replacement in your next box. Now we have the Faber Castell fine liner and graphite pencil. The nib on the pen is 0.3 millimeters and the pencil has bead graphite. We also have these Faber Castell metallic markers in gold and silver. Next is this piece of art by Sonia Stegman. The art is very pretty. You can find info about the artist on the back. And lastly, we get lots of paper, 4 sheets of white paper and 4 sheets of black paper. I like how they give you so many sheets of paper. That is everything in the box, so now let's try out these art supplies. I start by swatching the sticks markers. It's kind of cool if you connect them all and then draw with them. I imagine you can get some really cool effects. Next, I test the Decorite markers. They all have different nibs. Black has a chisel, yellow, green, and metallic green have a brush. Metallic red and brown have a bullet nib. White also has a bullet nib. I actually don't know if it's a bullet nib, but it comes to a point. I don't know what to call it. And when I was testing out the white, it kind of seems to like to smudge things. And it's not super opaque, but I did need to give the brown a little bit more time to dry before testing the white on it. And bronze has a brush nib. The brush nib is my favorite. It lets out the most ink. I kind of wish they all had a brush nib. Lastly, we have the metallic markers, and oh my word, they're so shiny. I love them. Now that we have tested everything, let's create a picture themed around the prompt Wonderland. So I decided to draw my piece digitally, and then I'll print it out and color it traditionally. I wasn't totally sure what I wanted to do for the prompt Wonderland. I kind of just kept thinking of Alice in Wonderland or a Winter Wonderland. But in my last video, there was a cute character and they were kind of small and simple, and I said it made me want to draw cute small characters. So I decided to draw a tiny girl. Well, I mean, she's not tiny, but you know, she's little on the page. And she's in a forest. And in the forest, there's all of these little orbs hanging from the tree. I'm not sure why I decided on this idea. I liked the idea of all of the hanging orbs. It just seemed like it'd be kind of whimsical and kind of fun to do. So for the trees, I made them all kind of curvy, swervy. I often make my trees kind of stiff and straight, but I wanted these to look a little bit more whimsical, so I tried to make them a little bit more smooth and curvy. And for the girl character, I kind of drew her in a sort of Alice in Wonderland kind of outfit, sort of, you know, kind of the poofy dress and poofy sleeves. I really like her little boots. I feel like that's my favorite part of the outfit. I just really like the tiny little boots. For the bushes, I use a tree brush, and then I make a bush-like shape with the trees and then lower the opacity. I'm going to be covering over this texture with the black Decorite marker, so we're not going to be seeing this at all because it'll be covered by the thick ink of the Decorite pen. I actually kept getting quite confused while working on this picture because there are so many different parts of the picture. Like there's the foreground trees, then there's the background trees, and then there's also all of the lines for the hanging orbs. So I had a lot of different lines going everywhere on the screen, and I was having a hard time keeping track of which lines were which and which ones belonged to which thing. Now I'm adding all of the little orbs. I would draw lines with the line tool, and then I would use the circle tool. And with the circle tool, I have it set so that the circles are filled with white. That way I don't have to keep erasing the line that I draw. That made things a lot easier. While placing the circles, I was trying to find a good balance of smaller circles and larger circles, and trying to place them everywhere in a way that looks kind of random, but that also feels sort of balanced. I had to kind of keep playing around with it. So after finishing my line art, I printed it off onto the paper that was in the Upcrate box and started filling in the trees with the black Decorite marker. The marker doesn't have a very big nib, so it took quite a while to fill all the trees, but it was kind of nice that it wasn't too big sometimes, because then I could color all of the smaller branches pretty easily. It would sometimes start to feel dry, and I was like, oh no, is it gonna dry out on me already? But thankfully it didn't dry out. It would just like kind of get dry, but then I would turn it over and there'd be like more ink on the other side of the nib. So I'm filling in the trees and the bushes with all of the black, and I did this to kind of make them feel like they're very close to us. For the bushes, I kind of did a stippling motion on the edges, and then I just filled in the rest of the bushes. This kind of gave them a bush leafy-like texture, and I followed the shape that I had made earlier in my drawing software. Also, I'm sorry my camera's a little bit out of focus. I fix this in a little bit. So after filling everything in with black, I start using blue on the girl. I made her hair blue, the bow blue, and her shoes blue, I believe. I decided to make her be the only thing of blue to kind of help her stand out. And I wanted to keep the color scheme kind of simple for this picture. I'm keeping it as gold, silver, black, and blue. I kind of wish I would have challenged myself to use more of the colors, but I kind of wanted to stick with the simple color scheme. So now I'm filling in the orbs with the gold and the silver. I wanted them to be shiny, and I keep alternating each string with gold and silver. It was kind of tricky figuring out which orbs I wanted to be gold and which orbs I wanted to be silver, because once again I wanted it to look kind of random but also still kind of have a balance to it. I guess I'll talk a little bit about Upcrate while I'm filling these in. I am quite pleased with this Upcrate box. I feel like you get quite a lot of fun art supplies. I was really surprised by how much stuff you get, because this box is 22 euros. This company is based in Germany, I believe. Oh, now I'm filling in the background with graphite pencil. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this because I thought maybe it would take away from the silver orbs, but I wasn't sure what else to do, so I just went with it. And thankfully, you can still easily see the silver orbs. Anyways, back to the box. This box is 22 euros, and a scrawler box is 15 euros, but if you live outside of the UK, I believe, you have to pay an extra €5 for shipping. So for me, it was always €20. And this Upcrate box is €22, but it's free shipping even if you live outside of Europe. And so that's really, really nice. So this box is kind of a good deal. I think you seem to get a lot of stuff in the boxes. Even when I was looking at the previous boxes, they seem to all be filled with lots of stuff. And they all seem like they're really good. So if you're looking for a new art subscription box to try, I do recommend trying out Upcrate because they do seem to be really good. So I'm almost done filling in the background. I am now adding a cast shadow under the girl to kind of ground her a little bit more. And at this point, there was kind of a lot of white in the picture, and I wanted to make the girl pop a little bit more, but once again, I wasn't sure what to do because I didn't have very many colors to pick from, and I was like, maybe I could make her dress red, but I thought maybe it'd kind of clash a little with the blue. So I decided to press a bit harder with the pencil and make her dress a dark gray, and I felt like this kind of helped her pop out a bit more. It's kind of funny though, because the graphite is almost just as shiny as the orbs when I tilt the paper. So it looks really shiny, just like the orbs. So here is the finished picture I made using the supplies in the December Upcrate box. Thank you so much, Captain Crate, for sending me this Upcrate box. I had a lot of fun using the supplies in it. I like how this piece turned out, but I don't know if I absolutely love it. I don't know. It's kind of simple, and I kind of wish I would have maybe tried using more colors, but I do kind of like the simple color scheme. I don't know. It's like I like it, but I'm not like, ooh, I love this picture. But I do kind of like the overall concept of it. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching it, and I hope my voice wasn't too horrible. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next week in my next video. Bye!